Hello guys, my name is Kaushal Patil and today's date is 27th of July 2K21. So today we are going to learn what is multi-threading in Java. So first of all, let us discuss what we are going to cover in our today's topic. So first of all, we will see what is multi-threading and threads. Then uh, then we will see how to create a threads. Then we will discuss some advantages of multi-threading, and then at last we will see some methods of multi-threading. So let us start with what is multi-threading. So first we will see, so basically multi-threading is a Java feature. Multi-threading is a Java feature that allows parallel execution of that allows parallel execution of two or more parts of program for for maximum utilization of CPU. Each part of such program is called as multi-threading. So basically multi-threading is a lightweight process within a process. Thread is a lightweight process within a process, and thread can be created by using two mechanisms. So first is so first first is extending the thread class. Threads are created by external threads are created by using external thread class. We create a thread class that extends the Java language thread class, and this class override the run method. Run method created in the thread class, and then the thread begin its life inside run method. The second method to create thread is implement the runnable interface. In this we create a new class which create a runnable Java language runnable interface and override the run method. Now let us move on some advantages of multi-threading. The first one is it doesn't block the user. As the threads are independent, we can perform multiple tasks at a single time or at a same time. We can perform many operations at a same time. It can also save the time. As and third one is, as the threads are independent, so it doesn't affect other threads if an execution occurs in a same thread. So now we will discuss some methods used in multi-threading. So there are so many methods which are used in multi-threading. Some of them are, first one is start method. This method is used to start the execution of the thread. Basically it is basically it starts from it starts basically it is a born of the thread. The second method is run method. So this method is used to do an action for thread. The third method is sleep method. The, the sleep method is used to sleep the thread for some amount of time, which is given as an input by the programmer. how many time it is going to be sleep. It is the time given by the programmer is in milliseconds. Then the fourth method is current thread method. It returns a reference of the currently execution thread object. Then the next method is join method. This method is used to join the next thread. Means whenever one thread completes its execution, then the next thread is then the join method is used to implement the next code by using join method. Then the next method is get priority method. It returns the priority of a thread. The default priority of the thread is 5, but we can give the priority as 1 for giving more priority, and we can give priority as 10 for giving less priority or the later priority, or to give later priority. And this method get priority method returns the priority of the thread. Then the next method is set priority. This method is used to set the priority for the code to execute first or later. Then get name method. This method is used to get the name of the thread. It returns the name of the thread. Basically it returns the name of the thread. Then the next method is set name method. In this method we can give the name to the thread. Then the next method is alive method. In it this method tests that if the thread is alive or not. Then another method is yield method. This method causes the currently executing thread to pause and other thread execute temporarily. After that the next thread is start. Then the next method is suspend method. It is used to suspend the thread. Then another method is stop method. This method is used to stop the thread. The next method is daemon method. Is daemon method is used to check whether the thread is daemon or not. Then the next method is set daemon method. Set daemon method is used to set the daemon for the thread. Then the next method we use is wait method. This method is used when we are implementing two codes at a same time, but the execution is happening randomly at that time. If we want to execute second code first and then the first code secondly, then this method is used, because in this method, by giving this method, the first method will wait till the execution of the second code is over. The difference between wait method and sleep method is the sleep method can wake up on its own, but in wait method the wait method doesn't wake up on its own. So to wake for waking it up, we have to use notify method. So notify method is used for waking up the wait method. In this way we have seen some methods used in multi-threading. Thank you.